me. I said, move if you call me, please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh, my apologies. They keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jaguars at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that's complete Etienne out of the backfield. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, nice move. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me,
This ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence going to kick this outside to Chenault. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Lawrence will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Carr now on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. He'll dump this one off here to White. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up real short of the 1st at about the 21. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Carr runs over it. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give to Jenkins running right. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive
touchdown, Jaguars.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Another tote for ETN.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled.
Now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
So that challenge not successful there. That's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's so signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Here's Carr to throw. Gets the check down throw to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And a dump off to White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Etienne once more. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.